I saved 200 rupees, and this book explained exactly why it changed everything.
So I get 1000 rupees pocket money every month.
600, that goes right to phone recharges. Just like that, it's gone. And the rest? Well, I used to just spend it without even thinking.
But this month, I actually tried something totally different. I pulled out 200 rupees the exact day my mom gave me my pocket money, and I just left it alone.
By the end of the month, I had exams, evening shift, Delhi summer, brutal sun, and those 200 rupees, they bought me sunscreen. I know, it sounds super small, right? But when I read The Psychology of Money by Morgan Housel, I realized that those 200 rupees taught me something most people literally never figure out, no matter how much they earn. So let's talk about it. This isn't your typical book explainer. I'm a law student. I don't have a salary. I don't invest in stocks. But this book still hit me so hard because it's not about math. It's about behavior. And behavior, that applies to everyone. So here are the 6 lessons that actually changed how I think about money.
Lesson 1. Getting rich and staying rich are two very different skills. Most people think earning money and keeping money is the exact same skill. It's really not.
Earning money takes boldness, taking risks, going after opportunities. But keeping money, that takes the exact opposite. Humility, caution, knowing that what worked once might not work again. We see this all the time. Someone makes a lot of money young, spends it all, and ends up with absolutely nothing by 40. Getting it and keeping it are two different games entirely. And unfortunately, most people only learn one.
Moving to lesson 2. Real wealth is what you can't see. Now here's something that completely messed with my head.
We always think wealthy people are the ones with the flashy phones, the branded clothes, the expensive outings. But actually, spending that money means it's gone. Real wealth is the money you didn't spend. It's sitting quietly in a bank account or an investment. You can't see it. Nobody claps for it. In college, we're surrounded by this pressure, right? To look like we're doing well, to keep up. But the person quietly saving, they're the one actually building something. Wealth is what you don't show off.
Lesson 3. Enough is a superpower. And man, this one is so underrated.
Morgan Housel says most financial disasters, even for really rich people, happen because they never decided what enough looks like. They just kept wanting more. More money, more status, more risk, and eventually it destroyed them. For us as students, this is actually way easier to understand. I knew 200 rupees was my limit. I decided that was enough to save this month. I didn't try to save 800 and just starve myself of everything else. Knowing you're enough isn't giving up. It's genuinely one of the smartest financial decisions you can make. Lesson 4. Time is the actual secret, not how much you earn. You've probably heard of Warren Buffett, right? One of the richest people in the world? Well, here's what most people don't know. Most of his wealth came after he turned 65. Not because he suddenly got smarter, but because compounding had literally decades to work.
He started investing at age 10, and he never stopped. Look, we're in college, we're early. Even putting aside a tiny amount consistently and just leaving it alone completely beats someone who starts later with way more money. Time in the game beats timing the game, every single time.
Lesson 5. Save without a reason. Okay, this one felt really weird to me at first. We're always told to save for a goal, save for a phone, save for a trip. But Housel says, save just to save. No specific reason. Why? Because life is unpredictable. You don't know when you'll need money for something you never ever planned for.
Let me tell you something personal. It's just me and my mom. And she's always been the kind of person who quietly puts money away every month. No goal, no reason. She divided our savings into 3 small sections at home. Just habit, just discipline, just putting it away and forgetting it even existed.
And then one day, right after my 12th boards, I fell into a coma. 2 months. Hospitals. Doctors who couldn't figure out what was happening. My mom had no idea how she was going to handle it financially. No backup. No big support system. Just her. And the money she had quietly saved for no reason at all. That money is what got us through.
And then COVID hit. She lost her job. And again, that same saved money made sure we could eat every single day. She never saved it for a hospital bill. She never saved it for a pandemic. She just saved it. And life, unpredictable, brutal life, told her exactly why.
So my 200 rupees, I didn't save it for sunscreen, I just saved it. And when I needed it, it was there. That's what savings really are. Not a goal fund, a freedom fund, a survival fund. The money that's there when life decides to fall apart.
Lesson 6. Reasonable beats perfect. The perfect financial plan looks great on paper, but if you can't actually follow it, it's pretty much useless. Housel says, don't aim for the mathematically optimal choice. Aim for the choice you can actually stick to.
Maybe you can't save 30% of your pocket money. And you know what? That's fine. Save 20% or 10% or even just 200 rupees. Something you'll actually do consistently is worth infinitely more than a perfect plan you're just going to quit in 2 weeks. Reasonable beats rational. Always.
So here's what I actually learned from this book. Money isn't really about numbers. It's about how you think, how you behave, and the good news? You can start changing your behavior with literally 200 rupees. You don't need a salary. You don't need a big income. You just need to start, right where you are, with exactly what you have.
If you want to read the full book, I'll link it in the description below. And hey, if this explainer helped you, share it with that one bro college friend who really needs to hear this.
This is Page Zero Briefs, where we open the book so you don't have to. I'll see you in the next one.